Oh, yeah. There we go. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Patrick, you out there? Patrick, you in? Oh, do you know what I got to do? Let's do this. Boom.
Hey, what's happening, Keely Lily?
What's
Good
going
to
on?
see you, bro.
Dave Forseth.
I know these people,
Hey, brother.
these comics. Oh, Brian Kiley.
Let's give everybody a gallery.
Yes.
We got a whole crew.
It's like having a visit in prison, isn't it? You're like, oh, fuck. Hey guys, I'm still here.
But we don't have COVID-19. That's the big difference.
Well, listen.
Yeah, Dave, if I was in prison, I would kill myself well before my first visitor. I'd be the guy that does it first time.
Well, that's awesome. Well, welcome, boys. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. It's out there on Facebook land. Matt, Chris, Daniel, Dave, Brian, Pat, of course. We're going to have a great night tonight.
And Andrew's coming.
Andrew's coming. Andrew's coming.
Andrew Donnelly.
Yeah, he should be rolling here shortly. Yes.
He's driving down the mountain?
He's in Mammoth.
Yeah,
the internet up there is a little wonky.
Yeah, you got to get that internet working. But yeah, we'll get him online. No problem. Well, let's get rolling. Patrick, you got the floor, buddy. Nice to see you.
How are you guys? So first of all, this is great. This is our week 3. See, 3 on both sides. We have done some great things thanks to Mr. Q over there. The creepy smiley face guy has raised a lot of money and has been giving it to essential workers, like surprising them, buying them their groceries, and like blowing their minds and giving them. These are the people who are like, these a guy worked in Ralph's. You'll see, you have the video, right?
Yeah, we'll plug that in later on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's phenomenal. It's good stuff. So, and it's just us messing around. So, I mean, and then there's other good news. Apparently, show business has found out about my recent bout with gout from this, and I'm the Lipitor spokesman. Can you believe that?
Wait,
yes.
really? That's awesome.
It's really well done.
So, yes.
For real?
Who just said for real?
I did.
You, of course, the guy in casting asked me if that's for real. You know what? I'm gonna drive over to your house because you live close to me and piss in your yard or something. I don't know what. I'm a chicken. So.
Come on over. Hey, Knudsen lives closer, actually.
It's what?
Knudsen lives closer to me actually than you do. You live in the area, but Knudsen lives right up the street.
Well, he lives on the nice side of Santa Monica.
Right. Hey, listen, we're all neighbors, and hey, fingers crossed, I have a call back for a J.G. Wentworth commercial.
Oh, yes.
So good. So there are things happening.
Oh, hey, listen, show business never slows down.
Never, ever.
Sure.
And you know what? Right now, I'm very proud of myself because I look like a before picture in a diet ad, which is like really good because you want to look like a fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
Actually,
Pat, that was the breakdown for the J.G. Wentworth commercial. That's how I was able to book it. Yeah.
A fat piece of shit with a heart of gold. You know, the thing is, it's like, here's the deal. My kid is like, it's like, we're around all the time. And Chris, you're going to find this out. It's like, you know, he calls me by my first name. He doesn't even call me dad anymore. He treats me like I'm his divorced mom's boyfriend. I'm like, dude, I'm your fucking dad. It's like, and then he put together a Ouija board because apparently dad's 2 cents doesn't really work. So he created his own Ouija board, cut a bottle, like at the bottom of a water bottle. I'm like, you need 2 people to do that. And I am not going to like let devils into this house, you know, because I'm already drinking a lot. I'm seeing shit. There's no fucking way. So
once the devils get into Santa Monica rent control, they never leave.
No, if that wasn't the truth, I don't know what is.
Hello, nurse.
And you know what? Here's the thing. It's like, I have never, you know, when your phone tells you how much time you've been on, like on Sunday morning, you get up to hear like, you've been on the phone all fucking day. And, you know, and I don't even go on Facebook anymore, but like lately, if I'm, you know, writing my, like, the reason what's wrong with this country is that this has to happen and I can't believe it, or I'm trying to be funny. And then my mom writes in the comments, Mrs. Johnson died, it's like, thanks, Mom. You know, it's like I can't even handle social media now. Horrifying. And I don't know about you guys, but like, do you have that moment where you start actually feeling the symptoms where you're like, oh my God, I was sore throat.
I have to be honest with you, Pat. This is just news to me that Mrs. Johnson died.
Hey, I followed her on that show, and she did die.
Well, as a lot of people on Fox News says, it's like, you know what? They had it coming to them or whatever. So that was actually true, by the way. But you know, like, do you guys, you know, sometimes I feel like I'll be like, oh my God, I've got the sore throat. I've got the headache. I've got the 4-hour erection. That's one of them, right? Okay.
I got the ring around the collar. I think that's the fourth in the sequence.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Yeah.
That guy, I think, that's the thing, is like, I know all these like Alex Jones Democrats who were like, you know, was the ancient Chinese secret guy from that old commercial that started this. You know that, right? All right, dude. Whatever. What else? We got a dog. Which is
nice.
great.
Congratulations.
It's a beautiful little puppy. You know, we adopted a dog a while back, and you know, I didn't want to adopt a dog because I don't want any baggage with the dog, like, you know, whether it was like had a previous drinking problem or, you know, gambled or you know, was a Lutheran. It's like you never know what, you know, you just want to have all that down. And Matt, you'll like this. I have not been reading, but I've been listening to books on tape, and I just got done with Anna Karenina, believe it or not, read by Pee Wee Herman, which was interesting. So
yeah. Well, hey,
let's be honest. In these, I'm going to say something serious. In these uncertain, and even if it's certain times, bowling has no essential place in our society. Can somebody agree with me on that?
Sure.
All right.
Amen, brother.
I don't know. I have a bowling ball in my car. I mean, I drive around with a bowling ball.
Well, that's to throw in people's windshields.
These are Chicago, yeah. So are you bad? It's a part of his DNA. I mean, come on, yeah.
I mean, come on,
Yeah.
Midwest.
Come on.
You
And how
think
did Forseth get to be
Bowling balls are
Alice on the
awesome.
Brady Bunch breakdown here? So, all right, that's all I got. That's all I got, because you guys are way funnier and you have much more to say and to do, and like, you know, we got special things happening. So this
Pat,
is great. And then
I wanted to say congratulations on the new dog. That's very exciting.
I will show you, Matt. You will not believe how cute this dog is too. I'm going to show you, but it's like apparently it's kind of an asshole. It wants to pee. Like, you'll take it out, and then 10 minutes later, it's like, yeah, check this out. It's like, you biatch. But she is cute as hell.
That's
so
great.
she'll see in a minute.
Pat, it's very brave of you to adopt, you know, because sometimes when the dog's taken away without the mother's permission, they try and come back in their lives. So it's a clean break and a new adoption.
Wait, are you talking about my girlfriend from rehab?
Why would dogs do that?
Is that code for like, okay, whatever. Yes, I was in Malibu with rehab. Well, it wasn't really a rehab. It was more like a parking lot where we drank.
Court ordered. Yeah.
Yeah, you were there. Well, you know what, Q, we have great comics tonight. Chris Gehrt was with us, Dave Forseth, Daniel Storrow, who is amazing. I love this guy. And of course, the amazing Matt Knudsen. But before we do anything, we have our special guest to round out at the beginning of the show. Well, actually, it's round out is to end. This is to begin. So I love this guy. He's one of my favorites. Writes on Conan, Heart of Gold. You're like the hooker with a heart of gold that is a comedian. It's like, we have two of the nicest guys, Matt Knudsen and Brian Cutler. They're always like, are those guys for real? No, they're actually nice people. That's happens. Sorry. It's like, deal with it. I know we're in Los Angeles, but without further ado, whatever do, please give your attentions to the hilarious Brian Kiley, everybody.
Hey.
All right.
You take a guy around the world once and he never forgets. So I was gonna say it's nice to be here. Then I realized I was in my house, and it's really not nice to be here. But I just want to be funnier than your last Zoom meeting. That's all I'm hoping for today.
Good luck.
Set your goals low. So these are crazy times. My son was sent home from college 2 years ago. It really doesn't have anything to do with it, now that I think about it. But my daughter is so bummed out. She goes to college and her graduation is going to take place online. And she's totally bummed. You know, she goes to an online university. She should be able to handle it. I don't know what her problem is. But I don't know, but I feel like I'm in prison. You know, I'm doing push-ups, I'm reading books, I'm drinking toilet wine. But these are very strange times. I've noticed all my restraining orders now say stay 506 feet away. I don't know if you guys are experiencing that, but
That was good. I like that one.
That was good.
thank
That
you.
was good.
Thank you.
They've all been
I,
amazing.
Oh, according to my Fitbit, today I burned 900 calories climbing the walls. So pretty good. I'll take that.
Oh, man.
Funny story, yesterday I overslept. So I didn't start my day drinking until nighttime. So embarrassing. But I have been, you guys, I'm like afraid to go out. I don't know about you guys. Like I'm afraid my wife won't let me back in, is what I'm afraid of mostly, I would say. I have gone out a little bit. I've gone to the supermarket a couple of times. I spent 1 week in Wuhan, but other than that, I've really been laying low.
That 1 week.
1 week, all the bat you can eat. I did go to the supermarket today, and if you notice, you have to wait outside, and they let the senior citizens in first to get the good stuff. So here I am. I'm in my 50s. I'm still having older people buy beer for me. When is that going to end? Is what I'd like to know. It's also funny when you go out because everyone's wearing a mask. So I can't tell who's on meth and who isn't. You know, I need to see the teeth. But today when I was on my walk, I noticed every time someone saw me, they would cross to the other side of the street. And for the first time in my life, I really felt like a badass. It was pretty good, I have to admit. I enjoyed it. So this whole, it's not easy, this social distancing. I come from an Irish Catholic family where we've been practicing emotional distancing our whole lives. So it's been a fairly smooth transition, I have to say. But I had a weird week. I had jury duty online, and you know, my Wi-Fi is spotty. I think the guy's guilty. I can't really say for sure. What a day I had today. I spent the day binge watching my father-in-law binge drinking. So it was a pretty full day, I'd say. The little girl next door last Saturday, it was her birthday. And because of the quarantine, she couldn't have a birthday party. So all of her friends slowly drove by in front of her house and beeped and waved and wished her a happy birthday.
Oh,
And, you know, it brought a tear to my eye because that's how my parents used to celebrate my birthday. So it's great that some traditions are continuing, you know.
very Irish.
Very Irish. So my daughter has been spending all her time on her laptop or on her phone. And wait till she hears about the coronavirus. She's going to be shocked. So I Next month, my wife and I will celebrate our 28th wedding anniversary. And
Yeah.
thanks very much.
Congratulations.
And I'm happily married. I know that I'm lucky because 50% of married people say they're unhappily married. This is according to a poll I took earlier today at my house. So, my wife has this guy that she's worked with for years that she refers to as her work husband. They have 3 kids together. Really going very well. I come from a big family. I'm one of 5 kids. I'm the 3rd of 5 kids. I'm like my family's middle finger, if you think about it. Well, all right, what else can I tell you? Let's see here. Oh shit. All right, sorry. I was gonna do some new jokes, and then I remembered I don't have any.
Yes, you do. Come on.
Oh man,
They
coronavirus jokes are hilarious.
well, thanks.
I know.
So I'm one of 5 kids, so we all tried to kind of carve our own path, you know. My older sister took French. My older brother took Russian. So I took Thousand Island. My younger brother got stuck with blue cheese, if you can imagine that. So I was a latchkey kid, which it wasn't so bad if my parents didn't keep changing the locks. That was the only drawback, I would say. But you know, being a parent has changed my life. I used to be a sound sleeper. Now I wake up at the slightest noise because I've got kids, and you never know when it's going to be like a Menendez brothers situation. You got to be prepared. I think the most traumatic thing that happened to me as a kid, the time I walked in on my parents having sex. Ooh. You should see my face on the video.
Oh God.
So my son called me today and he said, "Dad, if sex robots become a thing, will you buy me one?" I'm not paying for 2 sex robots. That's where I draw the line. I'll tell you. Well, you people have been beautiful.
Yeah,
so much fun.
yeah. All right, Brian, that's great.
It's great to see you
Thank you
guys.
for the laughs,
Patrick,
Brian.
I'm happy to
Oh,
do
it's
any
so
of these
funny.
cues. Thanks so much for all the stuff you guys are doing. It's really amazing.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thanks, Brian.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
right back at
Fantastic.
you.
So
you. Here's
to
the
do it
thing, Conan
anytime.
shows are great. We appreciate you. I know you got to run, but thank you for hanging out with us.
Are you kidding? And you guys have a killer show ahead of you. So it's so much fun. Thanks for having me.
Later, brother.
Brian
Thank you.
Kiley, everybody. Yeah.
Brian.
Give it up, man. Give it up. The amazing Brian Kiley. Thanks, Brian.
Man.
All right, guys, listen, we're doing great. Q, you want to show the video real quick about the?
Yeah. I mean, we
Okay,
can.
so basically, let me set this up because you'll talk. Q, and you had a very special cameraman who is amazing and very special to me. Went and gave some of the money we've raised from these shows to essential workers, like you know, the guy who works at Ralph's and the medical dude. So I'm terrible at explaining, but here's let me just introduce the cameraman to
There he is.
everybody. Here he is,
Well
right
done.
here.
Declan, nice
Declan,
job, buddy.
Yeah.
Declan, awesome job.
Yes.
I think-
So he
Tell
did a
you
great
what.
job. So, well, let's see that video.
Yeah, it's awesome. So just so again, for
It's a
recap,
really good video.
for those that don't really know, exactly what we're doing again for some that just joined us is we're raising money again through Eventbrite for people, some of the essential workers or those in need, getting some groceries, whatever we find when we go out, we kind of just scope it. And we went the other day and found a couple great candidates. It was amazing. Declan, who's Patrick's son, did a great job. He's a videographer. So we're going to show you this little clip that we put together, and maybe a little grainy, but it's cool. So enjoy.
Yeah, we were only able to do like 2 people.
All right.
I'm wondering if I could just give you some money for doing your job and doing what you do. It's like $60, and you won't where we're at right now, so that way most people stumble. So literally, that's all I want to do, man. All I know. Yeah, my people
Uh-oh.
found,
Oh, how good this is going.
Mine's frozen, Pat.
Yeah, it's frozen.
I can kind of hear it.
It's frozen.
Mine's frozen entirely. Yeah.
A little bit. It's moving a little bit. There you go. There you go. Now it's slowed down so it looks more like a drug deal.
We're gonna be doing more of this in the future, by the way.
I'm gonna post it on my website.
Seriously.
Say, this is what you did for us, for the people. I appreciate it. What do you do?
I work for UCLA. I'm an assistant.
Perfect. I'm right on the corner. What's your name?
Jermel.
Jermel?
Yeah.
I'm Q. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
You,
you.
how much were your groceries?
111.69.
111.69. Okay. 110. I'm gonna give you 110 because I'll have it changed.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we appreciate everything you guys have been doing, man. It's a tough thing, and I know money and whatnot, but we really appreciate everything.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
So that was
There
a little
you go.
grainy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
Very
it was
cool.
a lot of fun. I look forward to. We're going to do a few more of these. Obviously, it depends on what we get going on here. But we got Declan. You got a job, buddy. You're hooked up. So
Yeah.
That's great. That's
And
great.
my only concern was that that guy was getting into a really decent BMW. So
Yeah.
maybe you gotta like maybe next time we'll give it like look for the guy with a Mazda or something.
Well, you
know
know,
what I mean?
listen, look
At
at
the
work with
bus stop. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Hey, but I will say I like the fact that it was 111, which is a nice little number that came up on the. You know, I'm a big fan of the three numbers. 111 was nice, but then followed by 69 is always a nice, nice little roundabout way of doing things. It was meant to be. I think.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well,
out there.
Like guys, give it up for Q, who's like making this happen. Giving money to people who probably. So,
Guys.
Chris, what did you say?
Only 12
Making dreams
people are
come
watching
true.
right now.
Oh, nice. That was nice. And I just realized, Patrick, I made that joke just a second ago with Declan sitting right behind us.
Right.
Really.
Well, now that we've done that, why don't we get the show going and bring out our next guy who's right in front of us, who's really funny. And like, I've only known him for like a year and I've been very impressed with him as a person and definitely as a comedian. Let's give it up for Daniel Storrow, everybody. Come on, Daniel.
Yo.
You've been quiet.
Hey.
Let's give it.
Hello.
What you
thank
got?
Yeah. Thanks, Patrick. Let's hear it for. Give it up for your host, everybody. Let's
Hey.
let him hear it. That was cool. And yeah, Q, that was a cool thing you did with the money, giving out the. Yeah, let us know when where you're doing that next. We can go and pretend to be essential workers.
So there's probably like 30, 40 people watching. Good.
But yeah, man, it's been weird. It's a weird time, right? I just hope there's some good that comes out of it. I hope this is when we finally, learn not to fuck bats. Hopefully. Sorry, Declan. No, I don't know. I'm worried that like I'm gonna come at it like this. They're gonna just end the quarantine, and I will have like forgotten all my social skills. That's my only. And I live alone. Like, I just don't see anyone. I'm afraid I will have forgotten all my social skills by the time this ends. I'm gonna see someone in real life, and I'll be like, "Hey, how's it going? Oh, sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wait, you're cutting out. I'm right here. What are you talking about? Oh, I gotta go. I can't hear you." I've been trying to do like these. Do you guys do online dating? You guys are all married, right? I'm doing. So this is what the single people are doing. We're doing online dating. Online dating's really gotten popular because it's.
Of course it has.
And we're all, just as lonely as we ever were. So it's all just moved online. And so, yeah, I've been trying out online dating. I've been doing Tinder.
Oh.
Yeah, it's right. Tinder, Hinge, whatever. All these, you got to try them all. You get a little taste of each one. It's like going to different bars, Figure out which one. But I feel like a lot of girls on Tinder's hard because a lot of girls have these blurry pictures. You don't really know what they look like. Like, what are you trying to? Why would you have a blurry picture on a dating site? Like, what's the message that you're trying to send? It's like, what are you trying to say? You're like, I look great as long as you can't really see me. if we ever meet in person, we should make sure it's foggy. Girls will put things in their profiles like I'm never on here. Like, add me on Instagram. Add me on Instagram. I'm never on here.
God.
No, no, I don't want to add. I don't want to see what you're eating. Like, never on here. Well, why don't you just come on here more? Why do you just be on a dating? That's like if I left. That's like if you left something in a bar that's like, I'm never here, but like, come to my house.
Send me those links.
Huh?
Send me those links.
Yeah.
I'll look.
You'll slide in some DMs.
Why not?
Yeah, you know, guys, I've been married for years, but I'm still on all the dating sites too.
Exactly.
That's actually not uncommon. Like, there's a lot. I run into a lot of profiles that are like, they say things like, you know, open relationship, or they'll be like ethically non-monogamous, which is like another word for open relationship. Like, they've decided together that they're not monogamous. And I'm like, okay, well, for now, bitch, you're monogamous.
Yeah, so far my marriage hinges on the fact my wife never finds out that we're in an open relationship.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, I feel like it's too late. Like, I'm doing these online dating sites now, and I'm like, I'm like 2 months too late for this. If I had done this 2-3 months ago, I did it. I just never like went on. It's like if I had actually answered my messages 3 months ago, I wouldn't have to be on the apps now.
Oh, wait, isn't MySpace a dating site? Is that still a thing?
No.
Okay.
MySpace is like, that's like old school, Patrick. That's like
Oh, okay.
90s
Good.
dating.
I just wanted to, you know, age myself.
Yeah.
On the internet.
Yeah. That's like pre-Facebook.
I think it's for music now or something. It's like all the musicians are on MySpace.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake bought it, and then who knows? Yeah, I don't think anyone uses it. But
Lucky him.
yeah, I've been going on FaceTime dates. You guys ever go on a FaceTime date?
No.
No.
Just when you thought dating and I like murder.
I don't think you can get a hand job on a FaceTime date. That sounds.
That's the only time I get hand jobs on dates.
It's like, do you have to move the computer up and down to simulate some kind of I mean, come on.
Yeah, where are you gonna find a hand in your own house?
Right. I ordered one from Amazon.
Amazon now.
Yeah. I don't know. I got to keep up with it. I'm like, I don't want to, you know, just not date for now, because I'm like, I'm aware that my biological clock is ticking. You know, I don't know. Can't fuck around, waste time. You know, my biological.
No, you tell me.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. We do have a biological clock. It's the male biological clock. Is you got to find somebody to love you before you go bald.
Oh, shit. Oh no. All right. Well, game over. Game over.
Yeah, no, I'm receding. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I figure I got a good 5-10 years to trap someone.
Daniel, you're good. Daniel, you're good for a while. You got time, Daniel.
Yeah, and listen, in Los Angeles, if you're in a relationship for a year and a half, that's like 8 years. So don't worry about it.
That's true. I don't know. I'm happy to like live alone though for this whole thing. Not have to deal with like crazy. I had a crazy roommate before, so I'm happy to just have my own place. I actually moved like a few months before this whole thing, so I'm like, ooh, just made it. You know. Yeah. I was trying to set up my apartment. They say like, if you want to sleep better, you should just put your like, don't hang out in your bedroom or do anything in your bedroom other than sleep. You just reserve it for sleep. Just your bedroom is just for sleep. So I was like, all right, that's a good idea. I'm gonna try this out. But the problem is my entire apartment is the bedroom.
They're sleeping in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know about the crazy roommates.
Yeah.
I married one.
You married my crazy roommate?
Yeah, possibly, yes. Does she audition relentlessly?
Does anyone not? Yeah. No, I think after this, hopefully we'll be done with handshakes. I think that's the good thing that's going to come out of this. We're going to be done with handshakes. I think handshakes are canceled after this pandemic.
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird. Even before this, I was like, what is with handshakes? Why are we doing It's like such a weird custom. Like I've never met you, but let's rub the dirtiest part of our bodies together.
Well, almost.
Oh, well, that's, I don't know,
can't
what's the
shake with your
dirtiest part of you? That's not the dirtiest part of your body. Nothing touches it.
It is lately.
All right, you guys, you guys been real. I think, is that my time? I don't know. Someone.
Yeah, that was great. That was
Whenever you're
great. Daniel.
Nice job, Daniel.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Can't wait to go
Daniel,
live.
everybody. A great guy, a handsome young kid. Hey, Garrett, get him in the office, will you? Come on.
In the office.
I'm on it.
You're not getting anyone in the office for a while.
No, trust me, I'm helping you. I'm helping you. You don't know what I'll tell you later.
I'll wear gloves.
You guys don't know each other? He knows you, right?
We
They know-
battled.
Oh, they battled on Throwdown Thursday.
Right.
The first go on Thursday.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You remember
I
me,
forgot.
You remember me now?
Yeah, well,
I
sorry,
know
I
you. I
forgot.
remember you.
That was like in certain times. Now
Yeah.
that we're like, cute, we need to have that fake music from all those commercials that they play, like, in these uncertain times. We need to like play that just to be a morale booster for everybody's set here tonight.
Well,
So,
Thomas.
all right. Well, listen, Daniel, that was great. You were awesome. You're a great guy. You earned that. And now we're gonna bring up your nemesis, your the guy that you never thought you would fight together in battle. Now you guys are brothers. That's the thing. You've been
Game of
brought
Thrones.
together.
Game of Thrones.
And this guy happens to be one of my favorite dads and one of my favorite guys. And are you still doing the Speakeasy show in Santa Monica?
Not anymore.
Well,
They kicked me out.
obviously. I mean
Close,
that in
Pat.
certain
Yeah.
times. I'm saying in certain times.
No, fuck the speakeasy. They can kiss my ass. They get what they deserve. I hope they go under.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's a story there.
That's
All
the
right, well,
angriest
listen.
Chris Garrett's ever been in his life. That was incredible.
Wait, why I didn't hear it? Was that again?
Sorry.
That was Garrett in a rage. That's the angriest I've ever seen in his entire life. That was amazing.
Right, exactly. Dave Forseth is on dial-up, so be careful. Like it takes a while.
Oh,
to get
dude, me
annoyed.
too. Me too.
So he
I
was
can't
dealing
hear
with
shit on this thing.
with Best Buy's technical people today. So I'm just gonna let me introduce you properly because you deserve it. Please welcome the very funny, awesome, my friend, a great dad, Wisconsin, which is Boo Sports.
Oh,
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. We just had, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We had Donnelly is connecting.
Yes.
So he seemed to be somewhere out in the wilds of Mammoth Mountain.
There it is. Oh
Can you
my
hear
God.
us?
Hey guys, how are you? Just checking in, reporting live from the mountains, the Sierras. How are you guys back on Earth?
Hey, Andrew.
We're good.
Yeah?
Yes.
How's it going? Is it fun avoiding people on the sidewalk?
Wait, are you in front of the Aurora Borealis? What is that behind you?
What is that behind me? That is the sky of the Sierras, of the Eastern Sierras. Here we go, this mammoth behind me. I don't know what you can see.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
How are you? How many people on
Now
here?
I can see it.
30,000? 15,000?
Last time I checked, it was 18,000.
That's fantastic. So it's stadium seating on.
Well,
I'm hiking
love
right
it,
now. I'm on a
something?
night hike right now. I'm looking for bears and lions and tigers.
well, you'll probably find them because now they feel really relaxed and more eager
That's
to eat people.
Okay, this sign right here says Mammoth Rock Trail Connector, Mammoth Rock Trail 1.25 miles. So I'm gonna try to make it up there by the time of the end of my set. How much time do I get?
Well, hold on. We're just about to jump on to Chris, and then
Oh.
you'll be coming up. Are you ready? Can
No,
you
no,
hang for a
no.
second?
I'm gonna go right. I'm just gonna keep talking because this is my set time. I am let out for 45 minutes by my wife, and she said come back soon.
Okay.
Hey,
So the-
yeah,
Nope.
Chris can go next.
You can
Yeah.
go.
I can wait. I can wait.
No.
Let
Do
Andrew
you
go.
want to forage for some berries and nuts?
Chris can go next after Andrew.
Yeah,
I'll
Andrew,
tune in.
Andrew, go
I'll
ahead.
watch. I'm gonna
Go
hike
for it.
and then.
all
I'm gonna
right,
hike
but
and then
Andrew is in the wilds. Let's let Andrew go.
No,
I'm gonna get up to the trail. I'm gonna get up to the trail. Then you guys go. I'm gonna get up to the summit and then I'm gonna go on.
Okay, then let's go back to my very funny friend Chris Garrett. Go for it, Chris.
Yeah.
Now that you've been
Sorry to
mountainized.
interrupt.
No, it's okay.
That's what we do. Don't worry.
Patrick's fault. He said, get on. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm on.
We're gonna.
Well,
Well, all
I
right,
tell
go.
you, that was probably the best introduction I've ever had. Everything fell into place there for that great intro. And Q, I got to tell you, I almost wore that same shirt, so I'm glad I didn't.
I don't know what you're
not.
talking about. You know.
It's funny when you said you were delivering money to people in need. I thought that money would be for yourself.
Hold on one second.
Okay, so you going to the 99-cent store after this, bought a bunch of licorice with that money. And now, you were at the Ralph's on Cloverfield too. That place is like a fucking war zone half the time. I'm surprised you made it out of there. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just let people go in. I'm like, why do they
Yeah.
just anybody can go in? It's like it's very dirty and sketchy.
Yeah, we scoped up front. We stayed out front and chilled. Didn't go in.
They've cleaned it up a little bit, but it was pretty rough there for a long time. The Cloverfield Ralph's. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's good.
Chris, that's my Ralph's, man.
Well, that's why we.
Is
That's,
it?
Oh yeah.
I'm more of a Bonds guy. I kind of go to the Bonds on 14th and Wilshire a lot.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
I live by the Whole Foods though, so I'm in there all the time. You know. So. But you know, hey, like as they say, this coronavirus, it's getting us all. It's affecting us all in different ways. And the other day, I met a guy who said he wasn't going to wipe until this whole thing was over.
Oh.
And I said, no, that could be a really long time. He's like, I don't care. I'll go as long as it takes. I said, it sounds like you just don't want to wipe your ass. Then he gave me the peace sign and he walked off. But then he said, hey, come do my show this Thursday night. And it was Q.
Oh.
Hey!
Yeah.
Aren't you in the video, Chris?
But yeah, basically, you know, I have kids here at the house and every day is like, it's like fucking Groundhog Day. And the only thing is, in Groundhog Day, Bill Murray got to wake up at 6 a.m. His clock went off at 6 a.m. I'm getting up at like 4:45 every morning when these kids get up because they're just out of control, just going all day long. And I know I'll never get coronavirus because I have a layer of toddler poop on me that protects me from anything infiltrating that. So it's, I'm immune to it, you could say. And this whole quarantine is it's kind of showcasing how lazy I've been in my life. You know what I mean? You know, I just kind of think like, you know, if I just had some time off, I could get things done. You know, I could learn a language, I could learn an instrument. But now I'm kind of like, maybe next quarantine, you know? Like, you know, this quarantine's for resting. Next time.
There will be 2 and 3 cycles of the disease. You're good.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry, you'll get your chance. Trust me, Matt's right.
Yeah, you know. And the thing is, you know, stuff, you know how like I still have a job, thankfully, but stuff kind of trickles in. Like every once in a while, you know, I'll get like a work email and I'll be like, fuck, what's this about? Don't you know it's a pandemic?
Right.
And then, but if I go to the gym or I try to go to the gym and it's closed, I'm like, come on, it's not that big a deal. You know, I use it when I need it, you know? And going to the grocery store, you ever notice like at the grocery store, like only like 50% of the people like kind of get what's going on. You know, some people are like in full mask and glasses and like hazmat suits, and the other guys just like, hey, what's going on today? Just kind of walking around. It's like 50-50 out there, you know?
If that.
But
Some people
with the kids that I have.
Yeah.
Say it again?
On the Rodney Dangerfield at Bushfield. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Yeah.
So, but my wife keeps us. We have you know, the family. I got 2 kids, so we're always at the house on like a strict schedule. You know, we wake up, then we go for a walk, and then we have lunch, then we go out to the yard, you know, stuff like that. But my wife's very confrontational with people, like out on our walks. You know what I mean? Like she'll see someone will be, you know, there's like a game of chicken you play on the sidewalks out there. Whereas, you know, like a guy with a wife and kids kind of trumps like a jogger. You know, the jogger needs to get out of the way. But if it's an old person, an old person that's like susceptible or whatever, then you have to get out of the way. You have to kind of like hedge your bet. You know, you have to kind of figure out who's more vulnerable, and then you move according to that. But if we're walking and someone doesn't move for us, my wife goes off on them. She's like, "Oh, so no social distancing today?" And I'm like, you know, we live in a nice neighborhood. I'm like, hey, calm down. That could be like a producer or something. Let's not be burning bridges. You know? She's
thinking post-pandemic.
Yeah, stop yelling at Brian Grazer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, anyway, it's just like easy. Let's see who they are first before we start bitching at them. You know, I mean, if it's someone's nanny, yeah, go off on them. You know, but I don't know. So, but she's confrontational anyways, and we've been kind of cooped up in the house a lot. So, you know, butting heads a lot of the times. She just like looks for fights with me. The other day I was sitting on the couch and she comes walking into the living room, staring at me all pissed off. And I'm like, yes. And she goes, when's the last time you had a drink of water? And I'm like, I don't know, 2 weeks. And she thinks it's disgusting that I don't drink a lot of water. Not really a joke, more like it's like a therapy session, you know?
Why wouldn't you drink water?
I do drink water, but she hadn't seen me drink some in a while, apparently. and that pissed her off.
That sounds like you're married to me. Why are you drinking water? Like, get out my back.
And she usually wants me dead anyways, so I don't get why, you know, she would want me to drink water. So it's all right.
Oh, that sounds like marital bliss.
It is. No, she's great. It's good.
Well,
it's nice to see Pat Ney broadcasting from his underwear drawer.
Yes. Well, this is like a good background to, you know, it's actually my wife's stuff.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
I'm in the garage.
I could do a wall of stuff, but I you know.
Yeah, I'm in the garage.
Yeah. You're in the man cave.
I mean, it's like a half furnished man cave. I started to make it. My wife made me bring all my horror memorabilia out here. It's a autographed Freddy Krueger headshot.
That's because like 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds love Freddy Krueger pictures. I wonder why she would have the audacity to make you put that shit in the garage.
In the background, there's like what is that? Sugarland on the floor? What is that game behind?
Oh, that's a baby. That's like a baby seat thing. It's for the rats out here. So.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
So gross.
Oh,
like,
no.
This is supposed to be my man cave, but when the kids stuff gross stuff, then my wife just piles in all the garbage into the garage. So
that's David's freaking illegitimate kid you see right there.
Sawyer sleeps with this.
He's got a little,
I think Sawyer's your kid, Gehrt.
I can see Sawyer sleeping with that.
Where the
bedtime companion?
Where are the masks? Where are the masks walking behind there?
Oh, they're here.
Are they?
Masks?
Oh yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
You know, the mask for the Halloweeny or whatever.
It's.
Oh, I keep those in the house. I got those in a glass case.
No, he's got the bag.
Oh, look, Chris, he's got it. Look up, Chris. Look, he's got it.
Hold on. Where's he at?
What am I supposed to be looking at?
Jason.
Oh, on David Forseth.
I'm looking at I think my internet is so bad I can barely see. I can't even see anything.
No, it's because you have to put it in gallery view, or you can only see like 3 people at a time.
No, I see it.
Everybody.
Literally, Forseth is not moving. His screen is frozen. I'm using like the LA public school system's internet here. It's like not working.
Well,
why are you doing that?
That rat's actually moving it. It's actually creating the internet back there.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Chris, one time I was phone banking for SAG-AFTRA, and if you've ever done that before, I was phone banking for SAG-AFTRA, the union, right? And you just like you're calling members and informing them of union issues. But you don't know who you're calling until the phone number comes up, and it's just like you're coming out, you know, like almost like telemarketing, but you're doing it, you know.
Yeah.
But I called Robert England, phone banking for SAG. Yeah, the number came up. I was like, it got his name, but yeah.
He's like, Matt, thank you for calling me. Why would you do that? And why am I always doing this with my fingers?
I plan on supporting the upcoming
bitch.
contract. Right. Random.
Chris, how are your kids doing?
They're out of control. My 3-year-old, he's obsessed with garbage trucks. I don't know if you ever met him. He loves garbage trucks, recycling bins, compost bins, just all day long. It's all he thinks about. We go on these walks and he just wants to go down in every alley just to see all the garbage, So
My
I swear when he
ex-wife
grows
was
up,
like that.
your ex-wife is into garbage cans?
No, go ahead.
Well, she went out with him. Hey!
Boom, we got a roast sesh now.
Roasted!
But that's amazing. He's into like recycling and garbage cans. I mean, I love it when kids are very specific like that. I think it shows intelligence because there's got to be a reason that he's into that stuff.
He loves the big garbage trucks. I swear, like when he grows up and gets married, his groomsmen are going to be garbage cans. He also likes David Lee Roth videos. So every night.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, come on. But that's just natural.
Cool. But that's cool. That's absolutely cool. That's a cool.
100%. Yeah.
You came by our house every night from like 6:30 to 7:30. You're just going to hear Just a Gigolo playing over and over. Unchained, Jamie's crying. He just loves old Van Halen, and he also likes Def Leppard and Poison and Guns N' Roses, obviously. But he's really on a early Van Halen kick right now.
Nice.
Listen, the early Van Halen is amazing, and it's good. That's not a problem. The Poison and all that other stuff, I would have them looked at. But Van Halen.
What's wrong with that? Every rose has a thorn, man.
Oh, dude, come on, Q.
Come on, bro.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Listen, and you're from Chicago, bro. I don't understand how you don't.
Oh, I never liked that shit. Come on, I love Van Halen, but not that bullshit.
I know you had the hair, bro, for sure. 100%.
Oh yeah. I barely have any. All right, Chris, how you doing? Are you still going? What's happening here?
Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. I didn't write a whole bunch of Corona jokes or anything, and if I did my regular set, that would be weird. So I just was like, come and talk to you guys.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Well, it was great. Give it up. Come on, guys. Give it up for Chris.
I mean, like if you hit me up anytime, I'll give you updates.
For sure.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
And I like Andrew is like in the Mammoth somewhere. He looks like the Unabomber, like right before he wrote his manifesto. So there you go. Andrew, can you hear us?
Oh, hold on. I gotta
yeah, he's
unmute him.
muted.
Okay.
I've been muted. Why have I been muted? I'm not going to be.
Why has he been muted? Q.
With this fucking Mitch McConnell on this shit. I'm not going to be muted.
I'm Twitter.
Jesus. Am I up?
Yeah. Oh.
Who's up? How does this work? I've never done this. I'm a grandpa.
I think you were gonna go later. Is that okay? Or do you have to go home?
Yeah, but this is the equivalent of me walking on stage during someone's set. I apologize, Chris.
Well, where are you in? Are you in like a car? Where are you?
He's walking.
I'm in a hut right now. I'm hunkered down. I was on a night hike and I was trying to figure out when I go on. So you want to text me when I go on? Or this is great that the audience gets this behind the scenes situation.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like hang out. You have nowhere to go, right?
You planned a night hike during your set.
I have six
comedy
more
show,
sets.
man. I'll just do a quick night hike. That's great.
I've scheduled 6 more sets tonight on Zoom. I could tell in the early 90s in New York.
Did you say
what do you got there? 4 sets, got something.
All right. Are we good? Are we good on time though, Andrew? I mean, do you have to go, or do you have? I mean,
no, I'm good. I can hang out. I have a lot of battery power. I have a generator filled with ether.
Yeah, we want. That's the thing. The whole point is that we want you to hang out. We're all hanging out, and you're hanging out with us.
Yeah,
I can't hang out because I'm going to be attacked by a wild animal. My idea was to do 10 minutes and then get the fuck out of the wild. I'm going to get killed.
Well, you're in a hut. Don't you have any you don't have your rifle with you or anything?
I'm not in a hut. I'm in a $65,000 SUV. What are you fucking crazy?
I mean,
I gotta go for who's up now. When am I up? You just let me
All
know.
right, listen. You know who's up? Forseth is up. Forseth, do
Then
your
what?
thing. Dave
Then
Forseth,
what?
everybody.
And then who? And
Then
who?
Matt. Then you.
Hey, actually, hey,
All right.
do me a favor. Switch me and Andrew so he can go sooner if he's in the situation. It's
Okay.
fine with me.
So we'll go Dave, and then Andrew, you're up after Dave.
All right, then we'll let Matt
I
close
want
up
to.
shop.
No, I'm good. I'll wait. I will wait. I'm fine. I'm just fucking around. I'm totally fine.
He's in a $65,000
Dude, he's chilling
SUV,
out.
Matt.
He's chilling out.
All right, good enough.
Biscuit hot dogs in the bank.
Plus, are you writing your manifesto? That's all I'm concerned about. All right,
Yeah.
Dave
Yeah.
Forseth, everybody,
Bravo.
the guy with the voice, the guy Sergeant Slaughter of Culver City, the man who makes it happen. And this guy makes the best drink I have ever had in my life and has fucked with me more than my older brothers times 1,000. And they were very good teasers. I love this guy and he's hilarious. Dave Forseth, everybody.
Dave Forseth.
Thanks. Yeah. I make the best drink Pat has ever had. He drinks a fucking IPA on tap. That's not too hard, guys.
That's a good drink.
Why
That's
can't
a
you do
good
that?
drink.
That guy, he makes a mean drink, bro. Here you go, pal. I think Donnelly, dude, he's one searching a squirrel from being the fucking Unabomber. What's going on up there? I got 15 minutes, guys. I'm getting attacked. I'm gonna blow something up. Let me be funny. It's like, that's amazing. Oh man. I mean, we're like almost 2 months in, and I found my first gray pubic hair today. That was like watching your hopes and dreams just wash down the fucking drain. That's the last frontier. That's the last where it's like that's the last curtain of hope, guys, and it's fading. It's crumbling for me. So I don't know. I got nothing. I really have nothing going on. Huh?
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I thought that was gonna go when I was in my 50s, but no. We're gonna go and get rid of that. I'm married, so it's okay. But I wonder what percentage of the global population would be blistering alcoholics according to AA right now, like 5,000%. You know, it's like, do you ever drink when you're sad? All the time. Do you drink when you're lonely? Of course. Who doesn't? Do you drink when you're happy? It's like, of course. I love to celebrate. Do you drink when you're alone? I don't have a fucking choice. I'm quarantined. I always drink alone. You know, if I get my 5-year-old son shit faced, I think I have a problem. It's me and the cats on the couch. You know, that's all I got. I'm having like this torrid love affair with Netflix and Amazon Prime and Tito's vodka right now. I get to drink all the Tito's in the county, and then I'll go on like the Prime one night. You know, I'm priming one night, all in, just me and her. And then in the middle of a show, I'll be like, fuck this. I want something fresh. I want something new. I want something zesty. I'll go back to Netflix and be like, oh, not so new. It's your last night. Never mind. Delete. I don't know. I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
Hey,
What's that fort behind you?
Never
What's
dropped
that
dead in front of the
little
mailman.
hut you got there behind you?
What?
You got like a little hut behind you there.
I'm in Sawyer's room. And last week I had the bedspread right side up, and it's a big lion, and these guys were making fun of me, which I didn't know till the next day when Q put the thread online. Like, what's forced the fucking 80s and a rollerblading rink? I'm like, he's fine. It's his bedroom, ass nuts. And it's fucking Tiger King theory. So I thought it'd be theme appropriate for the show. I go get a beer, and these guys are like, hey, yeah, you know. So anyways.
Hey, Dave.
How about
Dave, I just wanted to say.
Yeah. Hi, Matt. I love you. I miss you.
I love you too.
Huh?
Hey, I just wanted to have a silver lining to your story. Just because you're getting gray pubic hair, it just means you're moving into a different category of gray pubic hair models.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Nice.
And now that it's quarantine, no one's shaving anymore. So I actually might book a job this year. Non-grooming's the new spring black. So here we go. I hope it's union.
Just wanted to put a good positive spin on things.
You know, you see that I've been a bartender for, you guys know, for 25 years. And now when restaurants do reopen in 2025, they're saying that we're gonna have to have masks and gloves on, guests and staff alike. That's gonna make having sex with the condom seem fucking glorious. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute, I can actually feel it, I can taste it, I can smell it. How much is that gonna cost? I mean, why would I go out and put a mask and rubber gloves on? I can sit at home and have food with nobody talking or listening at home, because that's what it's like every night. You know what I mean? I was just like, what's that, Whitey? What's going on, Whitey? You know, so anyways, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Just stick with takeout, I guess.
Hey, I saw advertisement. You can advertise on masks now. That's going to be like a new thing in our new world.
I have
Oh,
friends already
come on.
advertising their own
Oh,
line.
no. That's terrible.
Yeah.
You can wear like a Brazzers mask.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Brazzers.
You'll have like a quarantine cocktail. The quarantine cocktail with your neighbors. You're like, who wants to go stand on your balcony and go, who wants a drink from 45 feet away? I do. Like, that sounds awful. I'll sit in the fucking couch by myself, you know? What did you say? Be safe, everybody. It is the Merlot. Shoot me in the fucking balls right now, dude. I can't take it, you know?
Well, I'll tell you what. I want one of those Brazzer masks when they come out.
Yeah, Danny posted the John Wayne masks today. He's like, hey, go to the Institute and like your family needs another trust fund residual. Everybody just calm down, you know? But dude, my cat, my year-old cat, she's a very expensive purebred Persian. Chrissy, my wife named her Chrissy Snow after Three's Company because we need more company, right? So she ate an entire water balloon 2 days ago, swallowed it. But we had a little box for Sawyer. My wife, I'm watching TV and she's like, why? And I look over and she goes, she's eating a balloon. But I'm like, why are they fucking on the counter? You know, I don't know. I mean, the cat gets everywhere. They're a cat. And I look over and Phoebe tries to grab it. And Chrissy goes like this, like just knows, so just swallows the whole balloon, the thing whole. Yeah. So now we have a drug mule in our apartment. I just put a bunch of heroin down her throat and I was like, go next door, come back with money. Good, Chrissy, good, Chrissy. But so yeah, I had to call the vet and I'm like, is she just gonna like start floating and explode? I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, he's like, no, just give it like 2 to 5 or 10 days and watch her feces every 2 to 5 to 10 days. Can you be a little more specific, you know? Anyway, she pooped out yesterday, this long yellow thing of shit that actually, yeah, I had to pop a couple bubbles and flush it down the toilet. So that's encouraging. That's quarantine. Yeah, it's quarantine cats. Have you guys seen that movie Extraction? Garrett, didn't you cast that thing?
I started watching it today, but then I fell asleep at the first 30 seconds.
How?
Oh, the closet.
What, horse sedatives? You fell asleep in Distraction? Dude, that thing's like John Wick on Superman steroids meets fucking back up games with like a loudspeaker 70s hot rod. I mean, that thing is like, he shoots 35 people in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know?
I got to finish Ozark first.
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
good. So good.
We're in the middle of Extraction.
Oh, hey, by the way, hold on. Sorry, my shirt. Anybody see that shirt?
Is that Chrissy?
Hey, Brazzers.
Did you see that? I just thought I'd let you know. I just got a new.
Oh, Brazzers. Oh, God.
Brazzers.com.
Well, all I have to say, Dave,
Brazzers.com.
is the kid had to go to the hospital and have surgery. We got a new dog that went bananas, but I still would not rather be at your apartment when the cat was eating the fucking balloon. Trust
It was
me.
that fast too, man. It was crazy. Yeah. I was terrified. I mean, because else, you know, you have a pet for more, they're very much part of your family. She sleeps on Sawyer's face, like they're soulmates. And I had to kind of be quiet because I mean, I can't even imagine what he'd do. And he's like, why are you worried about Chrissy, Dad? I'm like, well, you know, he's like, what happened with the balloon? Like, we'll blow it up when she gets better in a couple days and hopefully doesn't fucking die. I mean, you can't say that to him, you know, but I don't know. She's fine though.
You
but,
can
yeah, so
if you're drunk.
Extraction. This guy, it's like John Wick on steroids, right? And it's, you know, it's like shot like a video game. It's very just distracted and shook and loud and all that. And so at one point, Sawyer walks out. We thought he was asleep, and he goes, "Wow, Dad, that guy's really angry." And my wife goes, "And hot." They both just looked at me like, "What's wrong with you, bro?" So that's encouraging.
Yeah.
I hate when my wife's going through a new
quarantine
brand
comparison
again,
before.
so yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. Like I love too how wives can have like she has a coffee cup with Mark Wahlberg on it. Of all the actors in the world to have a crush on, I'm like, is that guy even an actor?
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, NKOTB.
For our anniversary, that when he's in his Calvin Klein, whatever, remember those, getting your Calvins? It's a picture of him in his underwear all jacked up. And her friends gave it to her on our first anniversary party. Imagine if my friends came in and just put a picture of Michelle Pfeiffer nude on a like an empty bottle of beer, but like, cheers, bro. Here's to the next 2 years. You know, but anyways, it's good. Marriage is fine. You know, it's my wife is actually, I mean, she's got the patience of Job. She lives with me, and I haven't been stabbed in the face this morning or this afternoon. Looking up, you know, she's actually working Monday through Friday, conference calls. She's high up in management, so it's all Zoom and like Skype calls. So I can't even be in the room. I can't have the TV on. I have to be in the other room by myself, quiet for like 8 hours. It's like being in 8th grade detention for months on end. Yeah. So when it comes time for those guys to go to bed, I'm like this with my Tito's. Yeah. But and John Wick. I'm sorry. Extract. What is it? Extrapolation. Extraction. There'll be
Oh
a
my
sequel.
gosh. I think my blood pressure just went up listening to you.
Yeah. I think I've seen it on Netflix, Dave. I think the name is Exposition. It's just a movie explaining what's
Well, it
happening.
needs exposition. Yeah. But,
Exposition.
God
Well, in lieu of letting this become a therapy session, I'm going to give Dave a big round of applause. That was,
Hey, well done, Dave.
his life was like, I want to call Dr. Phil after this and get his thoughts on this. It's like, why is he doing these things? But very funny. And now we are going to go to talk to another one of our close West Side pals. First of all, Matt, what are you drinking? As I am, Dave made fun of me, and yes, I have a beer that's an IPA. So I guilty as charged.
Beautiful.
But I should be, but it's like a fat pill, and I should not be having it because there are also donuts in the house. So there's donuts in IPA, which is like fatso beer, and that's not a good thing. That isn't a good thing. So and I have a feeling you're taking the smart way out because you're a fit guy. Matt runs many marathons for St. Jude Children's Hospital, which you have raised a lot of money for, and you're a mensch. You're not Jewish, but you are a mensch for doing that, and that is awesome. I respect the hell out of you. And he's always like, I'm done with those, and then he does like 8 more. So first of all, what are you drinking, Matt?
I thought tonight, it's been a while since I've been any part of any show. I would channel my inner Ron White, and this is a shot of Jim Beam with 2 ice cubes.
Nicely done.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Man's drink, everybody. Give it up for the man's drink. Yeah.
Jim Beam neat. Jim Beam on the rocks. Got to do it.
I feel
Garrett's like, I haven't had a beer since that Rose's cover band in like 08.
Yeah, pretty much. My drink is lemonade, basically.
Not even
That's
Mike.
drinking
It's just
Jim
lemon.
Beam like a man.
Sure.
Anyways.
Thank you,
Well, Matt,
everybody.
I was like, I hope they don't ask me anything about beer because I don't even know what to talk about.
well, believe me, I do, unfortunately. But Matt, again, no joke about all that fundraising stuff. You're a great guy for doing that. You're a great guy in general. And you're also
Well, sorry. One more thing on the fundraising. Thank you for doing this tonight too. Hopefully, we're getting some people are donating again on Eventbrite Throwdown Thursdays for us to go ahead and help some people in need.
my
So
pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
thank you very much. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Big time.
yeah. All right, Matt, do your thing. Matt Knudsen, everybody.
Thank you
Hit on
very
TV,
much.
blah, blah, blah.
Also, I just want to take a second to single Pat out and say, he's like, hey, when I introduce you tonight, what do you want me to say? I was like, say anything you want, but right before, say, do your thing. So he listened to my
It's like Bobby Van from the like early 80s.
and Pat, if it wouldn't kill you, gesticulate with your hands when you say do your thing. I remember, and this is one of the worst shows I've ever been a part of. It was in Rawlins, Wyoming. And the introduction that the guy gave to me, he's like, well, this guy came a long way to be here. And oh, God, I hope he's funny. Ladies and gentlemen.
That is so perfect. So true.
It wasn't, he wasn't doing a bit. He wasn't being ironic.
No.
He sincerely felt that about the moment. He was responsible for the show, and he was, I'll never forget it. It's a snapshot in time.
Hey, where was that at?
Rawlins, Wyoming. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll say this about Rawlins. I had 2 shows back to back, right? in Wyoming. One was in Rawlins and one was in Cheyenne. So I did the show in Rawlins first, and I got to Cheyenne, and I was out, and one of the things I said in like a setup to a joke was like, so I was just in Rawlins last night, and I felt the entire audience shudder.
Oh, that was the joke place.
Well, because even in Cheyenne, they look down on Rawlins.
Right.
It didn't, the system. So
Well, that's the thing. Every time you go to one of those towns, you ask like, "What's the town everyone makes fun of?" And then you use that in the bit, and they're like, "Ah, that's the greatest thing ever." It's like
So
shitty
true.
crowd work.
Yeah.
big time. But I am happy to be here. You know, I see a lot of familiar faces on the screen, and you know, I just wanted to say to the comics here tonight and everyone who's watching live, there is going to be a chance in the near future when we can all bomb in front of you live. Those moments are coming. They're not too far away. It just takes your belief in our lack of ability to entertain you. And
Thank you for
that's
saying
all we ask. Hey, listen, give me a chance to disappoint you live. There are no refunds.
that.
This show is for free. Get off my dick. But I hope you guys have been having a good quarantine. I hope you guys are safe. Peace and love. I have to say, I've learned some interesting things about myself in the quarantine. I've learned what I will accept as a meal. It was a time before all this happened where I had something of a palate, and I was a little picky and choosy. I don't know if we want to go to that place tonight. The last time the dish was a little spicy. Not anymore. Now I think the quarantine has made everyone into a contestant on Chopped.
Yeah.
You just, you know, you open your cupboard. Well, I can make something out of this Jiffy Pop and Vienna sausages. Throw in some miniature oranges, and we've got something special here for dinner.
And shake it. Just shake it. Shake.
Shake it up. Yeah. I don't know. I know personally that I don't have what it takes to be on Chopped. You know, if I was the guy who gets the basket of ingredients and makes something, without a doubt, I would be standing in front of the judges saying, "Well, Judge, I made you a hog's nose, corn cob, and blueberry smoothie. Hope you enjoy it. Also, if you do like the smoothie, it's going to be the entree round and the dessert round.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll get me through. Excuse me, that's a text from my agent. It's over, everyone.
Show business is over. Yay!
Like, hey, Newts, you had a good run, ... Well, you had a run. Frowny. Why would he send me that when I'm obviously, I'm working here. He doesn't understand.
He has no idea.
But hopefully everyone's good. I've actually learned some new things about my taste throughout all this. Like, for example, before the coronavirus, I had been going around thinking that Dirty Harry is a good movie.
It is a good movie. I love that movie. It's so stupid.
I suggest if you're feeling that way, give it a revisit. Because it's about a half hour of a bad cop show and then about an hour of driving around San Francisco.
Oh, wait, is that the one? Is that Bus? Is that the Bus?
No,
that's Speed.
No, you're right. Dirty Harry is the one with the bus where
The bus
it's
at
like,
the end.
he hates hippies pretty much, and
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah.
it's like racist, homophobic, you know.
That bus scene was like,
misogynist.
was like
It's
an hour
Dirty
long.
Harry. It's
It was like a,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And like the punk, Matt gets off on a technicality after he's murdered like 5 people.
Right, exactly.
He can go to murder again.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, it was. If you love it, God bless. But
Well, we should have a drinking game. Whenever they say "turn in your badge," we drink. You know what I mean?
all right, every time the cop on the street references his superior's position behind the desk, everyone take a drink. Yeah, but you know, honestly, I think maybe we were getting like a little spoiled with how comfortable things were I knew that when this is a few months ago, I went over to a friend's house and he had a to-go cup from Benihana.
Nice, classy.
To go from Benihana was an option. What does that say for you? The flavor you've developed for the taste of Benihana. Listen, hey, I'm willing to pay 40% over retail for this Japanese food, but I'm gonna have to take it to go. Don't have time for the show. Yeah, listen, yeah. Doesn't feel like that's really available to you with Grubhub, hopefully. They don't make the Grubhub guy do that.
First of all, Benihana is like it's supposed to be some like great like Japanese cuisine. It's like eggs, like scrambled eggs and rice. Isn't that like basically it? Like then they'll be like, let's throw some chicken in or some like bologna or and you're like, whoa, look at that. It's like what you actually eat is like, it's like the popcorn of Asian food. It's very
so true.
stuff.
That's how they advertised Benihana when it first opened. They're like, Benihana, we're the popcorn of Asian food. I'm like, well, it just feels too ambiguous. No one's gonna know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Oh my God.
Other than that, I'll say this, and then I'll let you guys get back to the group. I hope you guys. I'm growing out my Corona buzz cut.
And that looks good, man. You're right. That's what you should hit pause because right now it's sort of like you're the fireman and Garrett. He's the fireman. Casting hello with a sense of humor, yet he's willing to put his life on the line for his job. And you know what? You turn in your badge.
Right, exactly. You probably got a good look at this from behind your desk.
Right, Matt, you could be on Tacoma Fireman, but it would actually be funny. That might be a problem for them. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Dang. Roast Central.
I'll never be on that. I just messed that up. Great.
But what I was going to say was I didn't go to the barber. My wife she took a beard trimmer that I had and just took it all off in one fell swoop. I realized show businesses was over. I was just like, hey, let's let her rip. But
because you know what I saw when you first did it, it was kind of awkward. Like you look like, the Polish guy that was in the concentration camp because he talked back. Like, it's like, oh, what happened to Matt? It's like, but now that it's like flourished and there's the hands again, well, dude, this is, Chris, he is in his moment. Yes or no?
I just want to say this, Pat. It took me 74 pictures to get that haunted Polish prisoner look. I really put it.
But no, but here, dude, now it's like if you were playing like if you were in a movie that was like it's 1974, believe me, it's like because it's ambiguously like. He's that one guy. He's like, I was in the Merchant Marines, which you were, and now I'm hanging out with hippies. So you'd have your hair, but you'd be like, hey, I'm into this like free life stuff, man.
And little do they know I'm just a snitch for the cops. The twist is a non-twist.
I can see that kind of casting gone awry.
Yeah, exactly. But my wife cut my hair. We were on the patio, and we just took the hair. And as she cut it off, she took it in her hands, and we just threw it off into like the garden and the sidewalk in the street. So it was actually kind of the saddest ticker tape parade people could possibly have.
Or the weirdest, like did somebody get like beat up, like, and like you kick someone's ass, like their hair comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened here?
I got my ass kicked.
That's right. At least according to any Tex Avery cartoon I've ever seen.
Tex Avery, who's that?
Garrett's like, if it's not Guns N' Roses, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And Poison, I get them.
Chris, I made the
casting.
Chris, I want to say I made the reference and I myself don't get it. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you for any.
Matt Knudsen, everybody. Matt, thank you.
I'll be hanging out. You guys are great.
Solid guy. All right. Before we get, it's Andrew's like, I think he's definitely out and about. Andrew, can you hear us?
He's there. He's there.
Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is.
I don't know. No.
There we go.
Hey, guys. I can't hear you.
Can
you hear me?
Can you hear us?
I can hear
Hello?
you.
Yeah, you can hear.
Muted.
You're
No,
you're
you're not
unmuted.
muted.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
We can
You
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't really hear you guys.
That's
It
right.
doesn't
We can hear-
matter.
You're there. We got you.
What's going on? How are you?
We're
Good.
good.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is insane.
What do you?
This is
why?
fucking absolutely insane. I don't know how you guys are doing in the city, but in the mountains here, we are completely out of quinoa. We had organic quinoa, and now we are reduced to local Monsanto quinoa. Fuck it, I'm taking my glove off. Okay. See that better there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm wondering at some point what's going to win out. Is it going to be meditation or Tito's? That's the question right now. And I'm not
I
sure.
think Cheetos.
Maybe I don't have to make the choice. I don't know.
Andrew, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you look up like they do on the Brady Bunch at Dave? Because I want to look down at him like lovingly. Just.
I
can
can't hear you guys.
Will you look up
Look up.
lovingly with your
Technical
eyes pointed up?
difficulties here in the mountains.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Keep
Here,
going.
look up. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. There you go. Is that good?
Yep. Hold on. Yep. Do it again.
We're just trying to do. I need my Brady vibe there. Okay, keep going.
Oh.
As you know, Andrew's in the mountains, so did we lose him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We may have. I mean, we.
Fell off a cliff.
He fell off a cliff. All right, well that was a good way to go. All right,
I ate him, bro. He's done. He's dinner. That's it.
Andrew Donnelly, you've seen him in a million commercials. Now he is falling off a cliff.
He had a good run.
Godspeed.
He had a good run. He did, yeah.
You know what? I gotta like. Even if I was in the mountains, I think he's got a full beard. Like he's got a major beard. I guess the mountains do that to people. You just like you can't help yourself. You're like, I'm in the mountains. I'm not shaving. You know, it's like down here in land. You're like,
I don't know. I went back. My head. I mean, 2 weeks ago. I mean, it was good, and I was Santa Monica. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just the beach, but I guess the beach does. I mean, the mountains give you something. You gotta grow a beard if you're in the mountains.
gotta grow a beard. All right, let's see if we can get back on.
Oh, he's back on. He's coming. Hold on.
Okay.
He's coming back in. He's coming back in.
I figured he'd be back.
Yeah. All right.
Here
Here
we
he
go.
comes.
Oh, he's back.
There he
Okay,
is.
good.
He's coming back on. He's connecting audio.
There we go.
There
we
you go. Welcome
There
back, dude.
Oh, it's amazing. I just wrestled a mountain lion and I also flossed his teeth while he was attacking me. That's the ability that I have as an outdoorsman, and the audio is better. What I did was I jumped off as the mountain lion was attacking me, and then I was like, I need a better connection. I can't hear my friends in Los Angeles who are avoiding each other again on sidewalks 2 inches away, and I'm out here. There's nobody out here whatsoever, which is fantastic. This is exactly how I designed it for myself. I am thriving during this. I have a ton of ADD, and I never wanted to be near anybody at all. I've never, ever done handshakes. No, I've always been elbows and knees to open doors. I've been doing that for 20 fucking years. So yeah, no handshakes, no nothing. Don't touch anything. You don't need anybody. You just need yourself, and you need meditation, which I've been doing. I've been doing meditation and Tito's, sometimes at the same time. Like I said,
Right.
who's going to win out in the end? Is it going to be Tito's? Is it going to be meditation? Is there a common ground for this pandemic between vodka and Vipassana?
Cocaine.
Is there a common ground between the breath and breaking into a liquor store, blotto drunk? I don't know. We'll find out here in the mountains. I was hoping you would be able to see more of the mountains, but you can't. I could be anywhere at this time. How many people are watching right now?
We don't know.
489.
2,000. We're going 2,000.
Which mountain are you in, Andrew?
I don't know.
I was going to do some crowd work, if that's okay. With some of the items that I have here. Let me see. There's some rocks. Is that okay if I do some crowd work? Is that allowed?
You know, I almost had my buddy,
Yeah,
I almost had my
we
buddy,
love crowd work.
almost had my buddy Manny meet up here, the guy with the hat on at every show that you've done with me there, Andrew.
Yeah.
He almost
I'm
was
going to
going
do
to
some
pop on
crowd
tonight.
work. I'm right now with a Paleolithic rock, and I'm going to do some crowd work with a Paleolithic rock. Is that okay with you
Okay.
guys? Hey, where are you coming in from?
The Mesozoic.
Why don't you get your foot off the stage? Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, I don't come to your work and fuck your mother. Seriously, what do you do for a living? Really? Wow. Well, that is fascinating. That's crowd work with a Paleolithic rock, guys.
First time ever.
Andrew, if you
You
can
new
hear,
comedians fucking work on it. You got to take a knee in the fucking mountains and just right there, just turn the camera on them. It's not easy to get water from a stone, but I just drew it. I just drew gold from a stone. I mean, that could have gone on for 30 minutes, but I don't want to waste your time because you have families. Welcome to my night hike. This is what I've been doing for the last 40 months since this started.
Well, turn on your light. Turn on your
What's
light
that?
and let's see something.
Oh, can we do that? Is that?
Yeah, the light on your forehead.
Andrew, while you're working on turning your light on, I had some statistic. I saw that of the 6 people on the screen right now, 4 people watching. Just so you know.
This is actually exactly how I started, where we would do shows in New York with chairs and tables and fucking napkins. I remember killing with napkins. Chairs didn't like me.
Chairs
Tables were like whatever, but napkins were like abso-fucking-lutely. This guy gets it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I am, Mammoth Rock Trail Connector, a quarter mile that way. I'm not going to go that way because that's boring, but I'm going to go up here. Here, hold on. Here we go. I'm like fucking Geraldo when he was in the tomb in the 80s.
Thing there.
All right, here we go. Mammoth Rock Trail, 1.25 miles. Do you think I can make it 1.25 miles sprinting in the dark while doing jokes?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Let's see if we can do this right now. I've got this. There's a rattlesnake. There's a rapist. There's a weird guy with his family out here living in the mountains. Doing pretty well. If anybody's on Strava, you could check what my pace is like. I don't know how you guys are doing on toilet paper, but I've got no toilet paper. I'm using a hockey shirt from 1976. And I rewash it on hot, very hot. This is going very well. I haven't fallen yet. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Okay. All good. I'm up.
Hey, is there any snow around there?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of snow, and you can't see it because I don't have professional Klieg lights from the Nazis. But yeah, there's a lot of snow up in the back country. There's snow outside my door. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think this is going to end? I'm just telling you right now.
If you want to see more snow, take a look at Dave Forseth's pubic hair modeling.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Andrew.
My 6 kids are watching the show. They're all under the age of 12. Let's keep it clean.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. They're progressive. They're liberal. One of the things I've done while I've been up here in the mountains is I've turned into a Republican with a gun and a van. So that's working out well. I've been protesting in the streets to not stay home. I've been licking dumpsters. That's been fun. Only when I take the trash out, not like randomly where it's like, oh, let's look at dumpster. No, when I take the trash out or the recycling, but I don't recycle because I'm a Republican.
Makes
so
sense.
I just throw those bottles into the street. I'm gonna run a little more. There's another rattlesnake. Okay, going up. I'm at about 8,100 feet. My oxygen level is very good right now.
Yeah, are you used to it? Because it gives me like a lot of like gas and weird stuff.
Well, yes, I fart a lot.
I mean, like major. I'm not kidding. Like it's gnarly.
No kidding aside. At sea level, I can fart as a middle-aged man. Absolutely, no question about it.
But up there,
here,
it's like a superpower.
I am the Michael Jordan of farting in Mammoth. There's no question. And check out his documentary, by the way. He asked me to plug it. No one's been watching that.
Yeah.
So watch that. No, Olympic level farting here. If you have beans at all, which I've been having a lot of because all we have is rice and beans left. Again, the quinoa and the kale has, hold on a second, I'm just checking. I can turn my light on. Just making sure that there's no, just gotta give you a shot of this. I don't know if you can see that at all, but you got to check your fucking perimeter around here.
Yeah.
That's
a NAM term.
Well, it's also a mountain term because there's a lot of wild animals. The best thing about this whole pandemic is the animals are out here and they can do anything they want. They can come to your door. They can get in your car and take your Skittles away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can take your wife, but I hope not because I think my wife's watching and I love you. And I'll be home in about 11 hours after I finish this bottle of Tito's.
Wait, is that the one Forseth had earlier?
Maybe so.
Andrew, I just wanted to say, a lot of times the elevation can really mess with you. It's the reason I always convince myself I struggled at the Lake Tahoe Improv.
The Lake Tahoe Improv, of course.
There's an improv at Lake Tahoe?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I've done a few.
That's right, there is. I think I tried to get booked there about 15 years ago. You're right. The elevation can absolutely mess with you. It has not messed with me because I've adapted. But I'll say this though, supplies are running low. I'm not going to lie to you. I joke about the quinoa, but we're down to probably 17 grains of rice.
Nice.
I'll probably give them to my wife and daughter. But you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm trying to take care of everything. But at some point, let's be honest. This is going to be every man for him fucking self, right? If this gets bad, we're going to get the bump in the fall. It's going to get ugly. Supplies are going to get. The meat is already done at Tyson. Tyson was done before the meat was done.
Well, here's the part of that. Yeah, I went to the place around the corner and they had a ton of meat. I got a pork chop. It was a beautiful pork chop, and
that sounds like Trump. It was a beautiful pork chop. It was a perfect pork chop. There were no issues with the pork chop. It was magnificent. I was very proud of the pork chop.
Well, I just want to add this. For you,
I got a sound up here.
It became an issue. The amount that it might not. So.
What was that one more time?
Wait, say that again, Matt, because like he Andrew's in like the North Pole all of a sudden.
We didn't catch any of that.
Oh, I was just saying for years I've been eating meat as if it would someday become unavailable. I feel like I'm ahead of the game.
No, but here, Matt, seriously, like, who here? I eat like meat with every like meal, but I'm trying not to. But like, I mean, every dinner is. Is anybody not eating meat for dinner?
I haven't eaten meat since 1937. I have not, because no, like they said in I was gonna say Times Square, but Pulp Fiction is what I meant, because I have ADD.
Okay, right.
Yeah, like they said in Times Square, the pig is a filthy animal. No, meat's good in certain circumstances, like when you kill it yourself. But when you get it from those fuckers in plants in the Midwest, it's like, it already has salmonella on the truck, and then they put it on pallets, and then everybody gets diarrhea, which is great.
So what's your point?
In the mountains, it's like rocket fuel in the mountains.
No, the factory farms are terrible. I wouldn't buy my meat from anything but a 7-Eleven. However, it's factory farms are terrible, and that's probably one of the reasons why we're having all these problems. However, I get the meat they have at the place around the corner is a little bit nicer, and that sounds just stupid as hell. So,
and also too, I just want to mention that for years I've been having diarrhea. Someday it wouldn't be an option.
Well, there's an old Irish proverb: diarrhea is a blessing. Blah blah blah. Don't talk to people. You're awkward. Something like that. So
I think you quoted it verbatim.
right.
Okay, I just found a rock to sit on.
All right. Well, Andrew, are you good? Have you achieved full mountaineering comedic vibe? What's your final answer? Give me your final answer.
No, I'm getting warmed up. This is going to continue on until next Thursday.
Oh, good, good. And I think you could pull that off, actually.
Yeah. What do I want to say? I mean, I just wonder if we're being told the truth on all this. There's a myriad of symptoms, and there's lobbyists involved, right? I mean, it's fucking insane. There's I don't know, I'm wrestling with the whole thing. What do you get? They're learning about it as we're learning about it, right?
Right. I think you're right about that.
It's hard to go.
It's not really understood the ability for it to adapt to our society, to our physical society terribly. They didn't plan for this. It's terrible. I mean, it's like
and
there's still meat around the corner.
Yeah, I do want to add this as just kind of like an optimistic twist to it.
Yeah.
At least we have a reason that we're not getting out commercially.
Say it again. What was that? I missed that.
At least we have a good reason why we're not getting out commercially.
That's your positive spin. I'll take it.
Hey, I had a fuckload of problems before this. I've got allergies, restless leg syndrome. I'm dealing with a lot over here, and so the fucking pandemic can get in line with that bullshit.
So, Andrew, you're saying that in certain times you had issues?
I got a fucking ton of
uncertain times?
I have, you guys know this. I have acute, late-stage chronic ADD. That is plenty to deal with rather than a pandemic. But also, I'll have you know, I am completely in my element here. Like, part of me loves everything that's going on right now because it's all about minutia. It's all about the little things. You touch a doorknob and your grandma dies. I love the life and death scenario that we're in right now. Like, you brush against a countertop by accident and then your whole family is taken out. It is, you live in a decision choice making scenario where every moment, every minutia moment that you do, what am I doing right now? It's all about mindfulness. They don't tell you how to do mindfulness because it's all about awareness. Where's your hands right now? How about living the rest of your life asking yourself every moment, where are my hands right now?
Your aunt?
Now
I
my
just
hands are in my
this.
pants because I'm in the mountains.
Yeah, to add to what you're talking about, Andrew, and I don't want to be like this alarmist, but for years I touched doorknobs, and right now both of my grandmothers are dead.
Oh, whoa. Wow, that sounds like conspiracy.
Yeah, touching doorknobs is the new AR-15.
Yeah, big time.
Guys, my hands have to put my son to bed before my wife kills me. So love you guys. Thanks for the time. I got to put my son to bed.
Dave,
All right, I will talk to you all soon.
Dave Forseth, everybody, give it up for Dave Forseth.
Dave
Thank
Forseth.
you, Dave. You're
You guys,
a
thank
rock
you.
star. And you know what? Thank you to everybody. Matt Knudsen, Chris Garrett, Daniel Storrow, and of course Andrew Donnelly up in the mountains. And always the Cube Meister himself. Give it up for Q. And don't forget to give those people that will watch this later to Q Loves You, right? So we can give it to people.
Yeah, let's and remember, little money goes a long ways for us. Again, Eventbrite, Throwdown Thursdays, Eventbrite. So thank you all for coming out, you guys. Thank you so much, Patrick.
Hey,
everybody, Patrick.
Q.
You guys are the greatest.
Hey,
Thank you.
Q. When
Yes.
you surprise people for groceries, make sure you sneak up behind them with no mask and gloves on.
Also, too, if I could add a pitch, instead of saying Q, just yell Q.
It's nice. Thank you very much. That was fantastic.
All right, have a great night.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yep.
See you next week.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you all out there watching. Thank you all for coming.